Hi everyone, I'm Pauline and today I'll be talking to you about how to use Docker images on Gitpod, either by using our default image, building on top of it, or using a public Docker image. So by default, Gitpod uses a standard Docker image, which we call workspace-full. So what that workspace-full image contains, it has your Docker, Go, Java, PHP, and Homebrew, Tailscale, Nginx, and so many more. If you want to deep dive in what is actually included in that workspace full, you can just head over to our GitHub repo and you can look at the Docker file. You can see all of the different things that we've included in that image. If this image doesn't have all the tools that you need, you can either use a public Docker image or create your own custom Docker file, which I'll run you through today. Let me demonstrate how to use a public Docker image with Gitpod. Let's head over to my playground repo, and if we just create a new workspace here. Now we're in our workspace. The first thing we'll do is create a gitpod.yaml file. We can do that again with gp init, and now we've initialized that. In this case, we just remove everything because we don't need any of the other automation. We're just going to focus on the Docker image. For instance, we could do image node buster, and then if we save that, and then just commit that public Docker image, and then we'll do a push. Awesome. And as usual, let's just close this workspace and then open up a new one. And as you can see, it's just building the image that we specified there. And again, you can sort of follow the image building here. Now we're just starting the workspace. We can test that we're using the public Docker image by trying out Node. And there you go, it works. When we use a public Docker image, we can also specify the specific version that you want. So if there's a tag, you can just add the tag here as you usually would. And just to test as well that this isn't using workspace-full, we can also just do like Java, PHP, and yeah, it can't find it because it's not installed. So you can use Gitpod and Docker images this way using a public Docker image, but if you would like to add on top of the Gitpod workspace-full, for example, it doesn't have the tools or packages that you want, but you just want to build on top of it because it has everything else, then you can do so by creating a custom Docker image. And this is really good for a bit more flexibility on what you need for your project. So we can do that. Let's just clear this and then let's remove that. And if we do image and then file, Gitpod, Docker file, this will then allow us to extend the Gitpod/workspace-full image. So if we then just create a new file, call this one gitpod.docker file. So we'll extend it from our Gitpod base image, which is Gitpod workspace-full. And then here we'll run some of the different tools that we can use. We also have another image, which is Gitpod/workspace base, and this base image doesn't have all of the different toolings, it's just a base image. And so if you want to use that one, you can do as well. So for us to extend the Gitpod workspace image, we can do a run sudo apt-get update, and then sudo apt-get install cowsay, because I know that isn't installed. Then we'll save that. You don't actually have to commit your changes and then open a new workspace for this to work. You can test this in the workspace before you commit, and there's details on how to do this in the docs if you want to do it that way. But just to demonstrate, this is another way you could do it if you don't mind committing to your repo. As you can see there, it installed Calce as an extension of the workspace-full image. So if we just go on terminal, and let's just double check we've got everything. Gitpod.yaml file has our custom Docker file, and then we've got our Gitpod Docker file with a sudo apt update and installation of Calce. So we can test this by doing Calce hello. And there it is, it's all installed. I hope that's demonstrated to you how you could use Gitpod in custom Docker images. Like I said, you can just start installing all your different tools and packages that you need for your project. And to get it up and running, you just commit, start a new workspace, and all of your tools should be there. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you learned something. If you have any more questions, please feel free to join our thriving community on Discord over at gitpod.io/chat, and we'll see you over there.